Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. Guys, what a bullish day for the market. Bitcoin broke out significantly, jumping to over $55,000. I want to break down the market cycles and the technical analysis and what can we expect next? And when is alt season coming where the alts pump and they go bananas and we make gains, right? Also, I want to talk about AMC Theatres and their crypto plans. They are planning to go full crypto support by the end of Q4, but they've made a big step right now with regards to gift cards. So I want to share that with you. And we have Bitcoin miners are mining, but they're not selling. They're leaving the Bitcoin on their balance sheet. This is very bullish. So I want to give you the details there. And then we have news around the SEC from Hester Pierce, as well as Brad Garlinghouse at Ripple, and a bunch of other news regarding crypto regulations and the things that are happening in the political realms with crypto. And I also want to talk about Stellar Lumens and USDC and MoneyGram. There's some big news there. So before we get into it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees, and you can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. You don't have to pay any fees. And OKCoin is also the only exchange you can buy Miami coin on, so be sure to sign up, link in the description. All right, take a look at the prices here, guys. Bitcoin, like I said, broke through $55,000. The alts are doing okay. And you may say, well, why aren't the alts pumping? Well, as we've discussed many times, guys, Bitcoin will move and pump, then the money will flow into altcoins. We've seen it historically. This is not, how we want it to be. It's just how the market moves, because usually Bitcoin gets to that overbought scenario, and then the money flows into altcoins, and we see different altcoins pump. So eventually, we're going to see Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, and so forth go crazy, go bananas, and ridiculous gains to be made. Let's use Bitcoin, though, as the benchmark here, because remember, the market follows Bitcoin. Look at this massive green candle here, guys, on the weekly chart. Huge, huge. It's almost, we'll see how the rest of the week plays out, but it could rival the green candles we saw back in February with the Tesla news with Elon Musk. But this is our breakout upwards. I've been sharing this chart for months now with you guys, where I was expecting the pullback and then the run up. And then I think by November or so, we hit some new all-time highs. We pull back another small dip. Then we continue to move up to a blow-off top in December. Now, here's the different scenarios. This market, this bull run could spill over into January. So in 2018, we did see that Bitcoin went and blew off its top in December. Then the altcoins pumped into January of 2018. So the similar scenario may play out, or Bitcoin continues a run into January, then we have alt season. So just be patient if you hold altcoins. I've been seeing people asking the questions, hey, when is this going to pump? When is XRP going to pump? Well, I think after Bitcoin makes its move, and that's what you have to keep in mind. And this is not about tribalism or maximalism or emotions. This is how the data, how the market has trended historically. So we have to pay attention to this information, guys. So looking so bullish. And I expect us to maybe see another 2 green candles here all the way up. And, plan B, he's looking, or what he had said is that October will close at $63,000. So one can speculate here that we move up to maybe 60 something, then we have a correction, then we move back up and we close out at 63. That's how it could potentially happen. So don't forget, nothing goes up in a straight line. We could see a respective pullback, some red candles, but higher highs and higher lows. Keep that in mind. And here, shout out to TechDev, who's been doing some great macro chart analysis here. He said Q4 is on its way. Keep it simple. Hashtag Bitcoin. So once again, the 2013 moves here. We see the move has started using similar chart patterns. You see, we have ways to go. So our green candle here forming, if we were to mirror that same amount, that would take us to a Bitcoin to near $200,000. Now, As always, I keep it real with you guys. I'm not one of those people that are going to say, yeah, it's definitely going to hit $200,000, blah, 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 and hype you up. We don't know if that's going to happen. Is there a strong probability of it happening? Of course. But Bitcoin could top out at 100,000 or even just 110,000. Doesn't mean it's going to go to 200. This is why you got to have a plan and take profits on those respective critical price points that, you know, are comfortable for you. For me, I'm going to start cashing up Bitcoin, I think, at 90,000 in increments. And, you know, if it goes to 200,000, I'll still have some Bitcoin ready to cash out at that price. But I don't know if it's going to hit that, and no one knows. But this is why you don't wait to see what the top is, because no one can call the top. Now, if you're, you know, a macro investor with 50 years of experience and you know the charts, and you know how to read it real time, and you have artificial intelligence, AI technology running stuff for you, you know, you could set bots to do all this stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have that, and I'm sure most of you don't, right? But we can still ride the wave here of the momentum and take profits along the way up. So looking so bullish, guys. Here's another macro level chart showing we still got ways to go. And, you know, I think it's that 2.272 Fibonacci support or area here that we got to go to, which historically, that's usually the peak of the respective bull run. But once again, there's no guarantee it plays out exactly. History can, you know, often doesn't repeat, but it can rhyme, right? So this is why I always point you guys to the macro level charts. You're not getting bogged down by the hourly or the daily or even the weekly. You have to zoom out, and we are headed to new all-time highs. And here, you know, Chris Biello tweeted out the returns over the last 10 years, and you see Bitcoin leading here with over 1,000,000% return. Tesla, not even close, just over 14,000% return. That is ridiculous, man. And of course, you know, it's because Bitcoin is hard capped and it's programmed money. And you have to earn it, right? You have to mine it. So you can't like split it and do whatever. Yes, you can fork it, but that doesn't mean anything, because someone can make a copy of Bitcoin blockchain. It doesn't mean it's the original Bitcoin, right? But look at these returns. And of course, if you were to, you know, maybe plug in altcoins in here, you'll see high gains like this as well. But it just goes to show you got to look at this macro level. And if you bought Bitcoin, let's say in 2013, 2014, I'm sure a lot of people who bought, they are still holding, at least the big time investors. And you got to have that long-term outlook when investing in crypto. Now, don't get me wrong, you could catch the momentum as a newbie. Like right now, if you bought Bitcoin at 50,000 or Ethereum at 3,500 or whatever, you could ride the wave to the end. But usually, you know, a lot of people don't really know what they're doing jumping into the market unless they have a friend or somebody who really knows what they're doing to say, hey, buy here, hey, start selling here, right? But generally, the masses don't have the information. They haven't spent the time researching and so forth. Now, I tweeted the following today. Some thoughts as the Bitcoin is pumping and we head into the next bull run. First, notice positive news came out as the shorts got liquidated and buy orders were initiated. So at the end of September, shorts got liquidated, buy order went in, huge jump for Bitcoin. Then we saw it started getting news from Bank of America and US Bank, and expect more positive news to come. So I said here, we got big news from Bank of America and US Bank, expect more positive news from banks and other institutions. So I think they are riding the momentum of the market as well. And also I said we could see another country adopt Bitcoin similar to El Salvador. Also, there's a high probability of a Bitcoin ETF approval this quarter. So, you know, if a Bitcoin ETF comes or it gets approved, like I've said many times on record, it will open the floodgates. And check this statement out from US Bank chair on Bitcoin. She said, clients want contracts signed the day the SEC approves an ETF. There's capital, there's contracts, there's all kinds of things waiting on the sideline. As soon as we get that a Bitcoin ETF approved, boom, guys, so much capital, retirement accounts, even different corporations that can't touch Bitcoin or hold it directly. It's going to be a lot of money. And once again, that money will trickle down into altcoins as well. Makes me so bullish. Now, I know some of you will say, hey, the Bitcoin ETF is a double-edged sword. And I agree with you. And in my interview with Caitlin Long, which I uploaded earlier today, we talk about this and how Wall Street has manipulated gold and silver with ETFs. They will look to do the same with Bitcoin and the crypto market. However, we'll see how things play out. Bitcoin has survived a lot, but this is why you got to have a plan to take profits, because we don't know what future bull runs may hold, but the opportunity is here. Now, I am optimistic that things will go well and we have higher prices, but we never know, especially with the ETFs. Now, check this out, guys. AMC Theatres debuts crypto payments for e-gift card purchases. The major American theater chain wants to let customers buy movie tickets with crypto by 2022. So we've been hearing the rumors and the news. Well, I shouldn't say rumors. They confirmed it. They want to add support for crypto, that you can buy your tickets with crypto. Well, they're starting the process here now, guys. AMC customers can now buy digital gift cards with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin directly from the AMC website, mobile app, and theaters. CEO Adam Aron announced on Tuesday. This is adoption, my friends. This is adoption. And you're noticing, I hope you notice that all of the respective on-ramps and avenues are being built here for crypto, on and off ramps, and the ability to buy, sell, spend your crypto. And that is so bullish for adoption. It says here, the new payment option was enabled through major crypto payments processor BitPay, allowing consumers to purchase e-cards, of up to $200. Aaron noted. The CEO paid special attention to Dogecoin among the digital assets accepted for the AMC e-card purchases. Aaron hinted in September that AMC will include Doge in the list of cryptocurrencies accepted for tickets by the end of 2021. So obviously they're going to support Bitcoin and altcoins. And remember, it starts with Bitcoin. It's usually the brand, the gateway, the doorway, and then altcoins get added after. Now, Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, the biggest Bitcoin bull in history. I mean, my goodness, both he and MicroStrategy hold billions in Bitcoin. You guys may recall my interview with him 8 months ago, where he did the initiative of Bitcoin for corporations to try to get corporations to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet, same way MicroStrategy and Tesla did. Well, he tweeted the following. In September, Riot Blockchain mined 406 Bitcoin, sold none of its production, and ended the month with 3,534 Bitcoin on its balance sheet. Publicly traded Bitcoin miners aren't selling Bitcoin. They are accumulating Bitcoin. The game has changed. This is so bullish. The fact that they're not selling shows they're hodling for higher prices. And even Marathon Digital Holdings, the CEO, Fred Thiel, who I interviewed 3 months ago, they're doing the same thing. And they are also publicly traded, guys. This, I don't know if you realize how bullish this is, especially miners need operating capital. It is expensive to mine. Even if you have cheap electricity, you have to maintain these machines, not to mention the respective costs. The fact that they're not selling is very interesting, guys, and very bullish in my opinion. And they know higher prices are coming. And the ones that are public, it's going to improve their valuation as a company because the Bitcoin they're holding increases in price. Also, they'll take profits or sell, to make up the respective money, and they'll earn a ridiculous return, because if they mined it at a respective price point and they sell it at a price that's 5x more, I mean, come on, right? Simple math here. They're going to make a lot of money, guys. So these are the different things you want to look at. This is why I try to share all these different news items. It's not just technical analysis. You cannot just look at the market from a technical analysis standpoint. I know the technical analysts are going to get mad at me, but you got to look at the news. You got to look at the factors that are happening in the world, the black swan events, the regulation. What's the big money doing, right? I've talked about this for years. Pay attention to what they do, not what they say. What are they doing? And you look at all these different points or angles, and you get a holistic view of the market. And that can help inform your respective strategy, how you want to trade or how you want to enter the market. When do you want to sell? And I find this absolutely bullish. Now, obviously, we have a lot of US crypto regulations problems and issues going on. And Hester Pierce, who's at the SEC, I've interviewed her earlier this year, and I'll be interviewing her next week, guys. So if you have questions, leave them in the comment section. I tweeted about this as well. So I'm going to talk to her, but she clearly said it's a real shame the way the SEC is regulating crypto. So Genser's, like I said, he's full of bullshit, right? Because even Hester Peirce is calling him out. We know Elad Roisman has sided with Hester Peirce on many different things. So we're going to talk about a lot next week, guys, and make sure you got that notification bell enabled. And along those lines, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse tweeted the following, an article from the New Yorker, and he said, I think this article's subheadline says it all. So what's the subheadline? Well, let me read the headline itself for you, then the subheadline. The headline is The Challenges of Regulating Cryptocurrency. The subheadline, the SEC has yet to set clear rules on cryptocurrencies, leaving the industry guessing. Maybe that's just how the agency wants it. Genser would love for it to be that way. You know why? He can go around and, like I've said, I gave the analogy of the mafia and shake down every cryptocurrency company because it will line his pockets. He'll have the power. He doesn't want to put, the rules or the regulations, say, hey, everybody, here are the 10 commandments, whatever, right? Go follow them. And then you police it. He's just like, no. Hey, we'll leave you guys in ambiguity. And then we'll wait for that gotcha moment to go shake you down for millions, right? That's what they're after, because we know all the BS that they allow in the market. I think yesterday I shared a tweet from Gabor Garbaks, talking about payday loans and different things. So there's a double standard of hypocrisy here, and Genser is trying to grab as much power as possible. Now, as I mentioned, my interview with Caitlin Long earlier today, we talk about this. We talked about the Ripple lawsuit, Gary Genser, the SEC, and crypto regulation. So be sure to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, the sneaky, slimy Elizabeth Warren introduces a bill to study crypto's role in ransomware. The Ransom Disclosure Act aims to help the Department of Homeland Security gather critical data on ransom payments in cryptocurrency and in fiat. Now, if you want to explore what the hell is going on in ransomware, I get it. But we've seen her agenda is not, this is not like, she's including crypto. You have to be careful because we know she's anti-crypto because she's pretty much bought and paid by the banking cartel, right? We see her and Genser are two peas in a pod. They have a clear agenda. And like I've said before, Genser has huge connections to Goldman Sachs, and they're trying to slow crypto down as much as possible. They will try to hurt it as much as possible. And these big banks, they may see the disruption happen. They want to control it as much as possible. So I don't trust her. And the fact that she's spoken, she's painted broad strokes with crypto instead of being specific, saying, hey, crypto's in itself is fine, but we need to explore what's happening in ransomware, because she won't admit that, hey, before crypto existed, there was ransomware. Like, there was hackers, they requested money, they wanted cash, millions, whatever it is, right? Crypto is just another avenue that they're using now. So I don't trust her, but I just want you guys to be aware of that. Now, here's another move by the government. U.S. Justice Department announces launch of National Crypto Enforcement Team. Here's a quote: "We need to make sure that folks can have confidence when they're using these systems, and we need to make sure we're poised to root out abuse that can take hold of them," said Lisa Monaco. An official from the Office of the Attorney General has said the United States government is going to take a more active role in enforcement action against actors using cryptocurrencies for money laundering and other cyber crimes. Well, I hope they would do the same to, once again, these traditional worlds, financial entities like JP Morgan. And when they, bring cocaine or money laundering, I forgot who, it's almost like every month we hear some bank, HSBC, Bank of America, are caught in some money laundering. And they do that stuff, and now it's like almost like nothing, right? But oh my God, some stupid hacker asked for 100 Bitcoin because of some malware. Oh my God, the world is ending. It's like, oh, but what about these guys on the other side? So you can see the hypocrisy, and they're using these things, these anecdotal situations to push their agenda to try to slow crypto down. Once again, the banking cartel agenda. Now, Jeremy Allaire, who I've interviewed on the channel, he's the founder of the Circle, of course. This is an interesting partnership with MoneyGram. He said MoneyGram to launch cash in and cash out links to USDC, which is their stablecoin, Circle stablecoin, via partnerships with Stellar and Circle. He said here, connecting the world's fastest growing internet native dollar settlement rail with one of the largest networks of remittance nodes in the world equals powerful utility. So I have some Stellar Lumens in my portfolio. This sounds good. We'll have to see if they actually use lumens, but there is network value, network effect, like I've said many times, that if you use Stellar, lumens will benefit, of course. Of course, you want them to actually use the token of lumens, but nevertheless, this is good. And I know what some people are going to say. Oh, you see, we don't need XRP anymore. USDC and Stellar Lumens are doing this and blah, 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 right? Ever heard of competition? That doesn't mean that they're going to take Ripple's lunch. Ripple's far ahead of the curve. I think they've leapfrogged any competitors, and obviously they have a larger global network, and they're partnering with like these major banks and central banks around the world. So, some people get tunnel vision. They don't understand, hey, there's Google, and then there's Bing, and there's Yahoo, right? There's different search engines, and likewise, there's different retail stores and different websites and different products and blah, blah, blah. So just keep that in mind. There's going to be competition. Look how many smart contract platforms there are in the crypto market right now, right? Will there be losers? Of course, but there's going to be a handful of winners that are going to exist. And look, it could be Ethereum, I don't know, maybe Solana, Algorand, right? And there's others. So we'll see what happens. It's Cardano. I shouldn't leave Cardano. So just keep that in mind. There's going to be competition, guys. And different companies are going to go with different folks. But the idea is adoption of crypto and blockchain and tokens. And this is why I personally believe in diversifying. This is why I have lumens in my portfolio, just in case, maybe it does really well and I'll make money off of it as well. Because no one knows the future. Now we may have breadcrumbs, we may have details now. You're like, you know what? This is a solid bet. And this is why XRP is my number one, Bitcoin my number two, Ethereum my number three. I've continued to accumulate on those fronts. I'm also very bullish on Chainlink. I've been accumulating the hell out of that, not financial investment advice. So just some thoughts of how I'm thinking, and you guys have to do your own research, of course, and invest based on your own risk tolerance. So guys, what do you think about this news? I think Bitcoin will continue to go up. And do you agree with, Plan B's, end of the month prediction of wrapping up at 63K? I think we continue to pump, but yet there will be a pullback, right? And that's okay. Higher highs, higher lows, building support levels. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.